Morning everyone, welcome to day 16 of my 30-day challenge where I've been going live for the first 30 days of May. I'm just going to invite some people to watch. So today I watched a live, someone that I'm in a VIP group on Facebook, and she did a mystery makeup challenge. So she put all her shadow scents in a bag and picked 3 out at random and created a look with them, and then she challenged all of us to do the same. So I've got all my shadow scents in this bag, and I'll pull 3 out, and whatever I pull out I'll have to incorporate into a look, because she said that the colours aren't the most important thing, it's more about placement. So hi Lindsay. So the first colour is Silver Shimmer. The next colour is Sapphire Shimmer. Hi Sam. And hopefully there's a nice colour for a base. Hi Brayden. Mauve Shimmer. So I've got 3 shimmers to work with. So that'll be interesting. Hey Taylor. Alright, so, and I'll say this now, if I don't say hi to anyone as you come on to watch, I apologise in advance, but I'll try and see when people join. Alright, so I might use Silver Shimmer as the base. I don't know how this is going to look, but basically the reason for the challenge is to get us out of our comfort zones and like to not be scared about using bold colours. So I'll do 3 dots. In the outer corner. And pat them in. How are you? Like they're all over the lid. I already know it's gonna look strange, so I'll just see what happens. But it's a good way to use different colours that you don't normally use. Thanks. I don't have any makeup on yet, but thanks for that. What's everyone up to today or over the weekend? I think I'm done with the silver shimmer. It's a weird sort of base, but it might work with the blue and the purple. So I'll go in with Sapphire Shimmer next. And I'll do the 3 dots in the outer part. And I'll see how that turns out. And if you want to keep the colour in a specific area, if you just do the 3 dots where you want the colour, like on the outer section, then it stays more concentrated in that area. That's another truth I picked up from Amanda Reese. She was the one that did the live that I watched this morning and encouraged us all to do this, so it's pretty cool. Probably wouldn't put these colours together normally, so I guess that's the point of it. May have to do this again one day and try and hope for some different colours. Hi Ruby. I'm thinking I might put the mauve shimmer on the inner part of the lid, and then I'll see if I want to bring more silver in, or if I want to leave it with a little bit of silver in the crease. Sort of looking a little bit frozen at the moment, frozen inspired. So I might do mauve shimmer, go straight onto the lid with it, and same brush. I think I could have chosen colours that were a lot worse and didn't go together, but I think this doesn't look too bad. And then obviously once I've finished with my mascara and the rest of my face, it'll look different, it'll look better hopefully. Even when I put some eyebrows on. It's definitely a good way to try some different colours that you don't normally wear. I'll just do a little bit more silver shimmer in the crease above the sapphire. Next time I want to... Yeah, that sounds nice, Sam. Next time I think I should take these colours out so I don't get them at the end, but then I might get one of them and then 2 other colours, who knows. But I definitely want to do it at the end and see what else I can come up with. I'm getting Frozen vibes, more so because of the blue and the silver, but the purple is sort of like Anna. So I'll do mascara last. I'll do my eyebrows next. So I'll put all my shadows back in my case. So I'll use Ebony Essence today for brows. And then I'll put a little bit on my palette and then do my brows. And I find it really cool how much of a difference just like doing your eyebrows makes. Like I do have a decent amount of hair, it's just that fair, like they're not that noticeable, but just one brow to the other. That's a good look. And depending on the day, I do use different colours. I either go Ebony Essence or Smoked Topaz, or yeah, those are the main 2. Depending on the day. I've never used Onyx. That'd probably be way too dark because it's black. But Ebony Essence is dark enough. So we're up to day 16 already halfway through the challenge and halfway through May. It's pretty crazy. I hope everyone's been enjoying my daily lives. I've been enjoying doing them. It's just something a little bit different. Still got another 14 to do and some different topics to go through. I think this looks alright with eyebrows on. Doesn't look too crazy. So, although face, I will use light colour correcting tinted moisturiser. One of the best things about the tinted moisturiser is it has green extract in it, so it counteracts redness, which is perfect for me because I have a bit of redness that I'd love to cover. Can't wait to see your green look, Sam. That'll be nice. And I reckon you should do this one day. So put all of your shadow scents in a bag or like a box and pick out 3 random ones and do a look with those. And the cool thing is different people have different colours, so no 2 looks will look the same. Do foundation, my Make Sense foundation in Fawn, and I just do a small amount like that. I might do a tiny little bit more depending on how far it goes. The warmth of your fingers helps it blend in more seamlessly. You can use a brush or a sponge as well, but I prefer fingers because, well, for a few reasons, because it helps blend into your skin and it's less brushes I have to clean. And if you use a sponge, you're not gonna be able to use all the product that you pump out, because that's what sponges do, they suck things up. And then if you use a brush, you'll get more than what you'll get from the sponge, but you still might lose a bit of product. Hi Zara. So if you just use your fingers, it's easy. You won't lose any product. I will do pearlizer and blush and concealer and highlighter, and then I'll set my face and bronzer. The bronzer today, if I can find it. Candy Cocoa Shimmer, and then the Bronze Dust in the brush. This is another good way to use your products if you don't really use them if you don't use your shadows traditionally as shadows. You can, depending on the colour, you can use them for blush and bronzer and highlighter, and obviously eyeshadow, eyebrows, if you have the colour that will suit your eyebrows or that you like, that you would like to put in your eyebrows. Depending on the shade again, like foundation, concealer, everything but lips. You could put them on your lips, but if you're just gonna put your makeup on, take photos and take them off, absolutely. But if you want to wear them all day, they're not gonna last all day like the lip scents. do concealer. So I do a little dot of light concealer and a little pump of Pearlizer, which is our highlighter, and a little bit of Snow Shadow Sense, so white Shadow Sense. That's those little 3 dots. And then I just mix it all together and use that under my eyes, Cupid's bow, anywhere that you typically put concealer. And when you put it on, it can look a bit crazy because you can see a little bit of the white, but when you blend it into your skin, you won't be able to tell there's white in it. It just helps brighten areas that you'd like to brighten, and the Pearlizer gives it a little bit of a glow. And then I always go in with more Pearlizer because I like highlighter. I like a decent glow. I used to do it down the bridge of my nose as well, but I don't do that anymore because I find that the Pearlizer doesn't lay down as well with concealer under it than it does when there's no concealer under it. So I just do it under my eyes, bridge of my nose, chin, sometimes forehead if I have too much. So do highlighter, Pearlizer. We have 2 with this one, which is more of like a goldy, this almost champagne gold. And then there's the Advanced Anti-Aging, which is more of a pink based. So it just depends on what look you're going for. So I'd normally do like 2 pumps of that, depending on how much glowiness I want. And I'll try and do a fair bit, so when I put the powder over it, if I lose any of it, it won't matter. Because obviously once I put powder over, you can put powder over cream/liquid, but you don't really want to do the other way, so I won't add more after I powdered. I'll just leave it with how much I've done. I will blush. I'll use Rosa Shadow Sense. Do a couple of dots. Might actually top that up with a little bit of Mauve Shimmer, which I do. In the past, I've used that as a blush, and it will help tie the look together, eyes and cheeks. Right. I'll do Bronze Dust for the bronzer to top off my Penny Cocoa. And then I'll do Natural Powder, and then I'll reach down to lips. Natural powder comes in a brush like the Bronze Dust. So just do that, tap a bit until it comes into the brush. And you don't need powder because all Senegence products set. Like once they set, they won't move, even the foundation and concealer and all of that. But I'd like to. I'm still trying this. And it's good to have options if you want a matte look or if you want a glossy look. Although over the highlighter just to see. Yeah, you'll still be able to see a little bit, just not as much. The only downside is it does tend to shed the brush. But you can definitely unscrew there, and then that's where the powder is, and you can decant it into your own container if you want. But I figure I may as well use it with the brush because that's why it's sold, with the brush to be used in conjunction with each other. Alright, so I've just thought mascara and lips. So I'll do them both at the same time. I've just been heating up my primer and mascara in a mug of hot water because it helps it. It's easier to use if it's warmed up. Normally I just stick it in my bra, but I saw one of my friends on Instagram put it in water and it helped, and it worked a lot better as well. Well, it worked well as well. So just doing the primer. So the primer and the mascaras, they help your lashes to grow 46% more in 4 weeks. So I do a coat of primer and then I let that dry a little bit and do 1 to 2 coats of mascara depending on how va-va-boom I want them to be. Hi Rick, how are you guys going? Yeah, depending on how much volume and drama I want. This was an awesome way to do it, warming it up in a mug. It's super moist, so it's really easy to use at the moment. And I pulled the stopper out because I was down to, I couldn't get much more out, and there's still more product in it, so I'm just using. I'll be able to get out everything that's in there, and then when you pull the stopper out, you can, whatever you can't reach with the stopper in, you can get at when you pull it out. I'll just do some more. They do look a little weird at the moment because it's all like a creamy colour, but you can see an immediate difference, like more so when you put the mascara on because that's black. You can tell a difference with the primer on, but it's a little hard to see. It almost looks like they've got no lashes. Once you've got the mascara on, you'll be able to tell an immediate difference. And then the more you wear it, the more it's doing for your lashes, helping lengthen and strengthen them. That's probably enough primer. And the downside for pulling out the stopper is it can get a little messy because you get more comes out. For lips, I might do hazelnut. So I'm going to do 3 coats and then you just shake it in between. You shake it and then do a coat and shake it in between the other 2 coats. And you have to let it dry in between for about 10 seconds or so. I'm just going to outline. it dry for a couple of seconds. I'll do my first coat of mascara now. It's all nice and warm and a lot easier to use. So I like to go from the root of the lashes and blink it forward. And then I also like to go up and down. So I'll go from the bottom up and then reverse it so you get all the lashes evenly. You can sort of wiggle it. Do that a bit. And you do your bottoms. Bottoms don't matter as much, I don't think. Then you do a little wiggle. And I put it back in the hot water just to let it sit, keep warming up while I do my second coat of hazelnut. So just I'll wait, do a third coat. I really like this mascara primer combo. I think it looks nice. I wouldn't always wear fake lashes before, but I haven't worn them in so long, probably since March when one of my friends did my makeup before we went out for lunch, early March, so that was the last time I've had lashes on. I do have plenty of lashes, but I just feel like I don't need it now with the mascara, as it's helping me grow nice and luscious lashes. I'm seriously getting Elsa vibes with this look. I think I did a decent job. So that's the mascara done. I'm gonna do one more coat of hazelnut, then I will be done. And one more coat and a gloss. So that's 3 totes of hazelnut. And now I'll just choose a gloss. Might do matte gloss. I'll do a bit of a matte lip look. Looks like I've eaten chocolate and it's stayed on my lips. I've just eaten Nutella. Which is fitting because it's called hazelnut. Right. So that's my look all done with my mystery makeup look. Sapphire shimmer and then silver shimmer and mauve shimmer. I don't mind it. I think I could have gotten worse colours to do. But yeah. Thanks everyone that tuned in, and I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow for day 17. Thank you, bye.